What's going on, guys? Angry Manduke here again, and what am I angry about? Well, it's not that I'm still in this truck, even though I wasn't supposed to still have it, and I'm on the west side of New Mexico right now, and so far as I knew, I was supposed to be going to Phoenix, and I was already in Phoenix, but they routed me out of Phoenix to route me to Iowa, and now I have a load going to Iowa. And then the weird thing about this load, and I won't still have it by the time you see this, so it's a load full of ladders that are going to be sold at Menards, but it's a load from El Paso, Texas, that came from Mexico. So Mexico is manufacturing ladders, but instead of keeping them for the wall that is being built, because I passed a convoy, a military convoy with building materials headed toward the border on my way here. But they're selling them instead of keeping them because they're going to need them. It's going to be a big wall. Anyway, what am I angry about? Douchebags at truck stops. Yeah, I got a whole lot of things that I'm angry about, and this one, it's kind of a kicker. There's a whole lot of things that you don't want to do, and ultimately the big thing that you don't want to do is piss off the people around you. Now, I'm not against leaving your parking lights on so people know that there's somebody in the vehicle, even though they should kind of get the idea, because everybody in the truck stop should get the idea that you're here for a reason, because you got to sleep somewhere, and this is a place where you're allowed to park your truck. That's not the kind of douchebag that I'm getting at. There's a couple different kinds of douchebags, and the big douchebags that really irritate me, the really, oh crap. The big douchebags that really irritate me are, one, the guy who goes to sleep and leaves his headlights on. Yes, we all have some kind of optimized idle. Maybe we don't. If we don't have an optimized idle, then you're running an old truck and you're idling your truck all night. And I'm not against you leaving, parking lights on and small lights on, but if you're one of those owner ops that have like lights all over your vehicle and it's like the light of frickin' day, turn that crap off. That's ignorant. Because the curtains that a lot of us have, like I have in this truck, don't close entirely. Now, my curtain doesn't close entirely because of my freezer, but fact is, it doesn't close entirely. Could I move the freezer? Yes, but that thing's like 150 pounds, and I'm not supposed to have it on my passenger seat. So there's not a whole lot of places to put it, and I just like it where it's at. But it's not just me that has a problem where our curtain doesn't close entirely, because it's got crappy Velcro and it's made out of crappy materials, because the newer these trucks get, the crappier they are. Yeah, I get it. You bought your own truck and it's 15 years old and you want to show off that your truck is somehow nicer than mine. Now, I can show you that my truck is somehow nicer than yours as well, because my truck gets better fuel economy than yours. But my truck is not necessarily better than yours, because it's not my truck. In fact, this truck isn't even my truck for it being the truck that my company is allowing me to drive. Even though my company is allowing me to drive this one, it's already been sold, and I'm just kind of in between with it. I was supposed to deliver it, and now I've had it for longer than I was supposed to. But that's not that's not why I'm angry. I actually kind of like this truck. The other kind of douchebag is the guy who parks in a shitty place, and I get it. The parking lot gets full, and you were depending on stopping here or the truck stop across the street, and both lots are full, and you need a place to go. I get it, because, I get in that situation a lot. Now, I end up with personal drive time, and I use my personal drive time to get to places where I can actually park without being a douchebag. And I'll keep doing that. And it also usually gets me about 25 to 50 miles down the road on time that I'm not supposed to be doing that. But it's not worth going back if I've already been looking, and it makes sense. So you get the douchebag that parks in a place where somebody else can't get out. You get the douchebag that parks in a place where it's like an encumbrance to get around a corner or something. You get the douchebag that parks in a place where he's not supposed to be at all. And then there's those other douchebags, and when I say other douchebags, I mean the guys who pull up to the fuel and go into the store. And I would almost be okay with that, because it takes me as long to go into the store, take a leak, get the things that I need, get rung up, and come out, as it does for me to put fuel in my tanks. But that guy will just go into the store, come out, and then start fueling. When the proper way to do it is to fuel, pull up to the pay line, then go in. So the next guy can fuel. And when you come out, he'll be able to pull up because you'll come out and leave, and then he can pull up. But you guys don't do that. It's not rocket science, it's truck driving, and my state thinks you only need to be as intelligent as a 7th grader to do it, and I'm seeing more and more that the majority of truck drivers probably are on that level. But times are changing, and whether they like it or not, a newer generation's going to come in.
Let's hope they got their jammy jams on, good buddy.
It's going to have to be how it is. Now, I have met a lot of decent people. So anyway, guys, that's all I got to say about that. If you want to see what else I'm angry about.
Maybe I've said too much. I'm feeling insecure!
As always, guys, I want to thank you for watching. I wouldn't do this without you. I'll see all my friends later. Keep on trucking.
10-4.
Order it.